what did you think of the results of posting memes this last 2 weeks? The first meme was the Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie?
Yeah.
Lil Boosie or Boosie?
Boosie. That's what I said, right?
You said Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie. Is it Boosie?
I think it's Boosie. Lil Boosie.
Huh.
Show some respect.
Boosie or Boosie?
Show some respect, Jay.
I have all the respect.
If you think I'm right, comment Shiraz right. If you think Jay is right,
I'm gonna lose this one. I probably said it wrong.
Comment Jay is right.
I think it's Lil Boosie.
Come on, man.
Boosie.
Boosie.
Okay.
Check.
Hello.
All right, let's get it, Jay. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Let's kick it off with the scammers.
Scammers. Episode 4.
This is almost like the credit card fraud, right?
This is Cash App fraud, is what this is.
But in order for somebody to, in order for them to like get money from you, you have to give them your password, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I guess I'm not 100% sure how it works.
Or
enough personal information that they can. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's explain it. So, the credit card or the scammers.
Okay. So yeah. So
issue began with I think it started with the first time I saw it was the breast cancer awareness collection giveaway, and I noticed it when an account that was shaderoom.1 had posted the same post that went on the actual verified Shade Room. Basically saying God is Dope is giving away
Deja.
This, that, and this.
Is that thing recording? All right, thank you.
This, that, and this, and comment below to enter, and then later, they added like a series of people saying they've won.
It was like almost every person.
Yeah, it was like a ton of people. So I noticed that, and then it was weird, and I didn't think that much of it, but I had reported the post as spam. But then at that point, no one had really reached out about it. Then the second time I saw it was for the Prayed for This giveaway, which was also on Shade Room. So I guess that this account started by scamming Shade Room people because their account was shaderoom.1, in which they changed their name to God is Dope __. So one more underscore than the official God is Dope account.
What's wrong?
And so, Sherrod Jr. And so, they did the same thing again, the Prayed for This thing. And then I really looked into this one because I woke up that next morning after we had done those giveaways, and I had been selected because I commented under it, and my mother as well had been selected as winners. And it almost tricked me for a second because it was 2 underscores, and I was like, it almost looks the same. It's really hard to tell. But then I was like, that doesn't look right. And I clicked on the page, and it was the same page. They had just changed their profile picture to our profile picture.
Right.
And done the same thing again. And at that point, I realized that they were like trying to do this over and over again. Right. So I hadn't heard of anyone actually like getting scammed at that point. But again, I reported the page. And then this time I actually went through, aside from just clicking report as spam, I went through like the guidelines to report them as a trademark infringement, just anything that I could do to just have them just kicked off altogether. And that worked for this page until I guess this person has a series of pages, because then they just went and renamed their page godisdope._ and they did it again, and I did the same thing. They were blocked or kicked off again, and then it was God is Dope.
All right, so long story short, what we like ways to avoid being scammed by the Cash App scammers.
And so what was happening, let me explain. What was happening is people were notified that they won, then DM'd by this page saying that they won, asking for a lot of personal information like name, address, email, Cash App name, which is like where that begins. And then the people that did deliver that information were being scammed out of money from their Cash App, which is linked to their bank. So they were losing hundreds of dollars in like $100 increments. The most I saw, one person lost like $800+ in the scam.
Yeah,
but
somebody told me they lost 800.
Yeah, so, and then basically the ways to avoid that would be to not interact with these accounts that aren't official God is Dope accounts.
If we ever gonna do a giveaway, we not gonna ask. Only thing we will probably ask you for is your address.
That's the only thing I've ever asked someone. Address and size.
Yeah, there's no Cash App information required. There's no passwords or anything required. So if you ever enter a giveaway with us, Rado, come on, man. If you ever enter a giveaway with us, the only thing that you'll ever need to give us is your
name, size, and
address, and your size. We don't need any passwords to emails, passwords to Cash Apps, no account information. You know, it's nothing being.
We're just mailing something.
Yeah, and if we don't give away cash. We either give away gift cards or we give away products.
And that's something else that account was saying, that there was also a $100 cash bonus prize, and that's how they were getting the Cash App information, because they wanted the person's Cash App to send them the prize, but really they were entering their Cash App account.
Right. So yeah, I mean, just don't fall for it.
Yeah, the official God is Dope accounts that would ever contact you on our behalf would be godisdope_, godisdope.lifestyle, and my account, J_Brazil. Those are the only 3 accounts we ever reach out to people through.
Right. Who's that?
I'm not sure. Ebony.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, so please beware of that. Don't fall for it. Some tips on how to not fall for it. Just look at the account. It looks fishy. Like, it's posting product that isn't God is Dope related at all. Yeah, just beware.
Yeah, every other DM that I'm getting now is about this.
Yeah, so, and it really makes me mad, because it's like they're trying to harm our customers, and there may be customers that think that is us scamming them when we're not.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Now that's been addressed. On a more fun note, what did you think of the results of posting memes this last 2 weeks? The first meme was the Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie?
Yeah.
Lil Boosie or Boosie?
Boosie. That's what I said, right?
You said Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie. Is it Boosie?
I think it's Boosie. Lil Boosie.
Huh.
Show some respect.
Boosie or Boosie?
Show some respect, Jay.
I have all the respect.
If you think I'm right, comment Shiraz right. If you think Jay is right,
I'm gonna lose this one. I probably said it wrong.
Comment Jay is right.
I think it's Lil Boosie.
Boosie.
Boosie. Okay. Well, that was the first meme that we did, and I guess we can flash that right here.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And I thought that went
really
well. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I thought that one went really, really well.
Come on now, dog.
And had a good reaction and interactions and all that. Then the second one was the Drake and LeBron meme.
Yeah, you took me back to my old days with questions and.
Yeah, the meme. I think they're really funny and people seem to like them. That one didn't have as big of a response, but I think it got a healthy response. I don't think it was an L at all.
It wasn't a flop. I was worried. I was worried in the beginning. I was like, do we post this? Do we not post it? You sent it
to me, and we both agreed it was funny enough to post. So.
Yeah, but sometimes I got a different type of sense of humor than everybody else.
Humor's pretty subjective, though. It's like, if you think it's funny, I'm sure someone didn't think that was funny at all, and some people thought it was the most funny thing they've ever seen. So.
Yeah.
But we can flash that one here.
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
Like the text messages, or?
Oh yeah, we can show our conversation too. Yeah, because Sherrod was doubting it a little bit.
Yeah,
that was on what, a Saturday morning. I think we did that. But I think that it went well. I think we should continue to do funny, like, meme type humor. Maybe not too much. We don't want to turn into a meme account, but every now and then. Next up that I wanted to talk about was the 30 for 30 sale that we had last night.
Yeah, the 30 for 30 sale. Hey, where you going? Come back here. I want you to sit down, okay? Come on.
The 30 for 30 sale was last night, and
sit in your chair and just watch this. You know what I'm saying?
what the 30 for 30 sale is to our viewers.
So the 30 for 30 sale originated back in 2015 when I first started God is Dope. And it was the thing that it was like a flash sale type of thing where 30 for 30 is really a documentary on ESPN. And I just took the name and I used it for a sale. It's 30% off for 30 minutes. And it makes customers react like immediately. And this is the first time we did one in probably almost a year and a half. And I've been meaning to do it, but I just never got around to it. And within this month of us trying to reach this goal of 10K a day on average, I'm just pulling out all the tricks, you know, pulling all the stops, and I'm like, okay, let's just use everything that we have, from emails to advertising to 30 for 30s, just all type of stuff. And last night was probably the most successful 30 for 30 we ever did. I mean, I wasn't really surprised that it was going to be the most successful, but it blew the very first Black Friday out the water. Wow. Okay.
Deja's watching him.
Oh, Deja's watching him. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, numbers wise, it did about 8 plus.
Yeah, it did 8
30
plus.
minutes. Which was really, really successful. I thought.
8,000 plus.
Yeah, the picture was super dope. We had never posted the Just God hoodie on our page, so I like that.
Outside of the swipe, we did
outside of the swipe. Yeah, we did do the swipe. But that picture was super, super dope.
Yeah, for that to do that in 30 minutes, it was like, okay, we on to something.
So I think we'll do
a weekly
30 for 30.
Yeah, we'll probably do a weekly 30 for 30. But if you didn't catch the 30 for 30, you should definitely turn your post notifications on.
Yep.
Because not everybody's gonna catch it if it's not like coming to your phone. It's not something you can catch an hour later and try to redeem the 30% off code,
which a lot of people were trying to do. But we gave them a consolation prize of the Save 15 code for that night. But
Rado, hey,
turn your post notifications on so that way you don't miss out on anything we post in general, but especially to get on top of the sales that are time sensitive.
Yeah, the 30 for 30 is time sensitive. You don't want to miss that.
Definitely not. And so since we were talking about our goal of our 10K a day, right now we're sitting at, this moment is 167, and today's October 16th, so we're
7,000 over.
Yep, we're on track, doing good. And something that I think will be a really big boost to that, in case we do ever fall back a little bit, I don't think we will, would be obviously the end of month sale that we haven't thought about too much, but I have been looking around the factory and seeing certain items that, like the pink and greens and the GTs and the rest of the Unless Gods, the purple ones, they're all at the store now, but I think for the end of month sale, I'd want to count them up like we did the last huge end of month sale we did. We had exact quantities, counted up, and then priced them at the $10.
And got rid of them?
Yeah, and get rid of them all that way. We get rid of the stuff we're phasing out of like that and keep rolling. And I think that'll be a big boost. That way there's like product that hadn't been up all month. I think we took those off the first week. Right. So we'll put those all back on the last day. And also, we have never done like an end of month sale promotion through Shade Room or any other media. I know it's always the email. And sometimes you post. I think that because it's on a Tuesday, or the 30th is Tuesday and then 31st is Wednesday, I think if we did like an ad like Tuesday night for end of month sale, like start the end of month sale Tuesday around 8 and then have it flow through all day Wednesday, just to capitalize on, have every, like that's like the big bang at the end. Like
on where? On
like how we post Shade Room ads at 8 p.m.
Put it on Shade Room?
Yeah.
End of the month sale?
Well, we can come up with a not addy way to explain that, because we know that ad.
If you can do that, then
I just think that everyone should be aware of the big sale at the end of the month.
Okay.
Through email, and I mean we always do email, but all that. So this morning we talked about how we could bring back the OG shirt, the black and white, in order to capitalize on the fact that we haven't used that shirt, the big box logo, aside from the green shirt, in I think now probably like I'm not sure how long, but like a really long time, we haven't had the regular OG shirts. I think that's something that I'd want to bring back at some point this month. I think it'd be a cool throwback Thursday and explain that this is where God is Dope started with these 2 shirts. Do a sale on those. It could be just a 24-hour shirt on a Thursday night going into Friday night. That's just something I want to do. I think it'd be a big boost for people that do remember that shirt and then may have had one and just worn through, like it's just worn out at this point, as well as this huge new customer base that really has never seen that shirt in that style. The only knowledge of the big box that they have is the green distress. Right. I think it'd be cool to do something with that, like a throwback. Yeah,
we can do that. I'm down with that. Show some old pictures of like celebrities,
and even go back and show like the old, like the initial, like the God is Dope start, like where we've addressed it before. I know last time we posted about it was probably like December.
What, showing the start as far as like outside? Like,
I just think those pictures are cool. I mean, we could incorporate it. That doesn't need to be like the main post, but either put those pictures up on the site or like a post or something like that. Yeah, just a throwback Thursday tee where that's what we do. As far as new stuff, today Jared and Matt made 2 Thank God samples as white hoodies. We have the white with black Thank God and the white with red Thank God.
Okay.
I was leaning towards the white with red at first, but after seeing the white with black, I really like it.
Yeah, I like the white with black.
So
it's a hoodie. Which is a new item. It's cool. It's a different colorway, which is new.
Yeah, I think earlier, like a couple hours ago, you said we
didn't shoot the girl in this.
No, because we hadn't decided yet.
Rado, come here.
But
come here.
I think we could definitely find someone to shoot in this, and then
watch your stuff.
I think I'm leaning towards just doing this one then.
Oh, just that one, don't do 2 and C.
You think the 2 and C?
I think it wouldn't hurt to do 2 and C for at least 2 days, and whichever one is sold out.
We can do that, and
we need to shoot them together. Then we need to shoot them separate. So we shoot them together, and it's like people not asking for that one.
Once we can update the shot of the solo.
Yeah. Hey. Come on, where you going?
Aside from that, we have the
right here. Rado. Right here.
We have these, like red on red, gray on gray, black on black, and white on white that have been hit. After looking at them a little longer, I think it would be cool to do these 2 and kind of stray away from these and do these 2 in the box, like you said.
Right.
Just because we've never done a gray on gray.
Black on black is definitely a hit.
You like black on black?
Of course.
So it'd be a trio.
White on white could be like a limited, like a 24-hour thing.
And then do them all with the box, not the Just God.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have them tomorrow. I don't think they have enough time today. But tomorrow do the box samples with these. And we could get those done. And then this is
something that I've seen. Something inspired me, but I don't really like it.
I think we all had said that we like these color combinations. I don't know where the green kind of throws me off a little bit, but it not necessarily has to be this design, but just using these colors together.
Yeah.
I think if we can come up with something.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's figure out those 2 colors on black.
Okay. I'm sure that we could do that. Great. Well, that was...
What's the green and blue?
Oh, this was just something Devin made. He wanted to pitch it to you, so I'm not going to do that.
Let me see.
But
he wanted to pitch it?
Yeah. I thought this was pretty cool, this part right here. We could adjust the wording on there, but like a warning label like that was kind of cool. I like that blue on the neon is eye-catching too.
Okay.
But I'll let him explain that to you later.
Okay, cool.
So with that, we can jump into some questions from the last video.
Let's talk about the mistake we made on Shade Room this past weekend with no tag.
So that was, I had copied and pasted the caption that was on our post for the shade room, and then sent it to the shade room without adding shirt by Goddess Dope at the bottom of it, just because I was in a hurry. So the lesson learned there is just to proofread everything that you send to anyone. But I don't think it was as big as a...
Oh, it was definitely a big deal.
I don't think it was. We had almost 60,000 likes on it, and that was the first...
Yeah, it was the first hour, and that's like first 50 minutes. And the first 50 minutes is when we get the most engagement. And like based off the comments that was on it, I know we would have got...
I responded to every single comment that...
Yeah, but everybody's not going to comment, where's the shirt?
Well... okay.
Let me...
Great.
Facebook guy.
Yeah, I messaged him. He never messaged me back.
Oh, okay.
I can show you if you don't believe me. I messaged him that day, after the last podcast. He's never hit me back, so I can keep bothering him.
Okay.
But I have had a couple of people email me saying that they are interested in helping us with Facebook. I just have to see how good at Facebook they are.
Clark Atlanta homecoming vending.
I think that went well on Saturday and Friday. Wednesday and Thursday did not do that well. I don't know if it was the weather or Sir or Ebony or any sort of situation, the setup, but yeah, we were there. The white and red shirts didn't do that well there. There's still a lot left over. So I don't know if you'd want to put those on the site to get rid of those.
Yeah, we can. Okay, the new policy we got in the factory, where the Tardy Policy, and you want to talk about that?
Sure.
Was the questions is something that we always finish on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just had gone through my list, so.
Oh, I know you said something about the Tardy thing. You didn't write that down? About the late policy?
Oh, no, I hadn't written it down. I just said it to you.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So in the factory, we have about probably like 9 or 10 employees. No, 12, including Lou and Vito, 12. So we had just had a couple issues about tardiness with people being habitually tardy and not really having a legitimate excuse, just aside from they're just late. So we just had to be a little more strict about that, where the new rule is you have to be earlier than your shift. You have to be clocked in exactly at the time that your shift starts.
Right.
And you have one excused tardy every 90 days. That's on the contract, as well as the sick days, which would be 3 sick days, unpaid sick days, every 90 days.
Right.
And that's what was added to our employee contracts.
And you was giving me a little resistance with that, so let's talk about that. As far as why you feel like it should be a little bit more leniency.
Oh, lenient as far as, I mean, in the contract that you had me write, it states you'd be fired after one tardy, after one warning in 90 days, and I just thought that was just a little strict, like being tardy once.
Right. And I told you my reason for that is being that, yeah, of course we're gonna have some type of leniency, like personally, but in the contract it should be no gray areas in the contract. It should be definitely black and white, where it's like either you here on time or you fired. Personally, it's like, oh, I'm 3 minutes late. It's like, all right, forget about it. But no, you can't get fired for being 3 minutes late. Technically, will we do it? 9 times out of 10 we won't. But it's still, we don't want to say be here around 10:15-ish, 10:10.
But see, that you didn't understand what I was saying. That's not what I was I was explaining to them that the contract is going to say that, but that exactly what you said, that I don't think you should be fired if you're 3 minutes late.
Right.
Is what I was explaining to them. The contract states that you have to be there on time. I was verbally explaining what you said.
Right.
You thought that I was going to write that into the contract, like a grace period. That's not what I was going to do.
Okay.
So we were on the same page. I just had explained it verbally to them, saying that.
But I mean, that's even that, it don't even have to be explained, because that's still some gray area where it's like, well, Jay, you said, you know what I'm saying? Like between 3
minutes.
Between us, it's like, you know, okay.
I mean, if you're 20 minutes late, that's different. Like I'm saying, like if you're clocked in at 10:02 or 10:03, you know, I don't see the huge deal.
But you know, 3 can turn into 5, and 5 can turn into 10, and so on and so on. 10
But
can
it
turn.
won't.
But it's like, but think about it like this: if we got 10 people that work here, if they come in 2 minutes, like after each other increments, that could be up to 20 minutes, and it's like, dang, they fired.
What? That's not how that would work.
No,
at
I'm
all.
just.
Why
I'm
would
just,
I look at the clock and
I'm
say
just-
10:20 straight?
I'm just giving you an example. At 10:03, Mike comes in. At 10:05, Larry comes in. At 10:07, Susie comes in. It's like you didn't fire Mike because he was in at 10:03, but then I came in 2 minutes after him and you fired me, or it's like, okay, I came in
Well,
at
the contract
10:05.
says 10.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
I know,
my
but
point.
you're arguing with me, but we're in agreement.
No, we agree. But what I'm saying is we don't even have to let people like. It's just this is the contract. This is it.
Okay.
I think your thing is you don't want to. You really hate being the bad guy.
Yeah, I don't like being the bad guy at all now.
But that's what I'm saying. As the Presidito, you can't. It's no feelings.
Okay.
You know, it's like it just is what it is.
I like
and
to be liked. But
yeah.
alright.
Everybody not gonna like.
I
you,
mean,
Jay.
I think everyone likes me.
It's good to think that. You should hear the stuff Wu says about you, man.
Man, I'd love to hear it. I think Wu likes me a lot.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get along.
Okay.
Hey, Wu. All right. Does that cover everything you had in mind to talk about before we get into questions? That exhausts my list.
We talked about the blog a little bit as far as like.
Okay, yeah. So with the blog, you wanted to update that with more consistent content that's not necessarily super God is dope content, just general content along the lines of just posts, just like things.
Right. Let's talk about the reaction for the shade room.
For which
the 4 guys.
Oh, okay. So that was interesting. So the shade room ad we talked about last podcast was the 4 guys, the pick which guy you're taking to church with, if they asked you, right? And so it went kind of as I expected because the second guy was funny looking a little. He was just a little older than the other guys. And
he was just a little older. And
yeah.
He was buff, and it was just like he looked like Uncle.
I thought he looked cool.
Yeah, he gave off real uncle-ish vibes, and people was talking about it, and it was a little creepy, and I mean it's just funny content. I think we probably could have did a little bit better as far as the competition.
We didn't have me and Deja scrolled through the tagged photos all the way.
So we don't
back.
have any handsome guys that wear God is dope. Is that what you're telling me?
Not that we're tagging us. Sorry. Deja was the judge. Me and her scrolled. We sat in
a tough
Edgewood
crowd.
Pizza, and we scrolled through the things, and I had her pick.
So that's Deja's like
Realm. I guess.
realm of guys.
We just had picked one buff guy, and so it was like, I guess they all. And then we picked another buff guy, and it was, I guess they all have to be big
Buff. Okay.
to be comparable. I don't know.
I wonder if I was in there. I wonder if I was in there, would it have made a difference?
Do you want to be in the next one?
Nah.
Now you have to be in the next one.
Nah.
Okay.
It's National Boss Day, by the way.
I didn't know that. No one in here said anything to me, so
Nobody cares. It's
Whatever.
National Boss Day.
There's National Everything Day every day.
You want to read that email we got for national? Just like as a gift to me for National Boss Day.
Okay. Sure.
Pretty cool.
He said we could share this, so.
Yeah, we can share it here.
He
and
said.
then. I think I'm gonna post this today.
Okay. He said, "What's up, Jay? My name is Kayshawn Holmes. I'm a 20-year-old from South Georgia. It brings me great pleasure to say I'm founder of a new upcoming clothing line, Humanize Being Black, HBB. I launched HBB on October 1st, 2018, after being racially profiled earlier this year. My intentions are to speak out about public society issues through fashionable clothing. I set new goals every week for my brand in order to push myself to go out and make things happen. Every event there is, I've been there. My thing is just getting out there and letting people see what's going on. Man, I'm telling you, it surely does work, especially when you're everywhere and they can't escape it. I hope that one day I get to talk to Sherrod and tell him how much of an impact he's made on my life in and outside of business, and how I've taken advantage of every single piece of information he's ever shared on Instagram/YouTube, including this podcast, I'm sure. Nice. I know everyone's story is different and that things won't exactly work for me as they have for him, but I'd be a fool to say I didn't soak in the game. I don't even want to know what life would have been like if it wasn't for him. Me calling him my idol is an understatement. He's a real father figure. One day I plan to talk to him and explain all this to him. Maybe that will all make sense then. But until then, thank you for the connections, Jay. You are the plug. I'm the plug. And then his Instagram is Humanize Being Black. So that's his brand. But he was really excited. We gave him a call probably like 20 minutes ago, asking him if it was cool if we shared this content, as well as inviting him to come check out the factory.
Yeah.
And have him meet Sherrod.
Humanize Being Black.
Yep.
Check it out. $10 tees.
$10 tees. Yep. So he's following the formula.
$10 tees.
But yeah, that was the email that he sent today. It was pretty cool to get that and read that and share that with you.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yep.
National Boss Day.
Happy Boss Day, man.
I was expecting like a cake and like some balloons when I walked in.
I didn't know it was National Boss Day. No one posted about it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone in here knew it was that day.
Hey, do anybody in here know it's National Boss Day? No? Okay.
It's just question marks.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, National Boss Day. It's okay. It's okay.
Today's the first National Boss Day.
No. Keep the cake and ice cream. No. Don't worry about it. No. Keep the balloons. No. No. It's okay. It's okay. Keep the cake and ice cream. No presents. Thank you. You're far too kind.
And Jay. And Jay. Oh, I don't
said, what about Jay?
And Jay. Okay.
That's funny.
I'm in here, man. Okay. Sherrod Jr. is excited.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Do you want to hit some of these questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, let's see. From Zach Windall, do you pay for influencer marketing, or do influencers just choose to post photos in your clothes? I guess this means like people.
Both. Sometimes we pay people, sometimes we don't. When I feel a need to pay somebody, if somebody really, really has influence, not just following, then I will pay them if I see a return. The only person that we've really seen a return from is like Watch Jazzy. The only person, let me see. Yeah, that's the only person that we've ever used that's like been a consistent. Every time she posts, we get people reacting to it. She just does numbers because people really, really look up to her. So I mean, in that question, it's like if the person has influence and you see a return on it, like if it's extremely underpriced, then take advantage of it. If it's extremely overpriced, just don't do it. And you really, really want people to message your stuff like organically. You don't really want them.
I think that's super important.
Yeah, because I mean, I think organic posts will look organic. Sponsored posts will look sponsored. They might put it up. They might delete it later. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like minimal effort if they just doing it for a check.
And I think some people, like some of the biggest influencers, like Janet Jackson, have worn our stuff, and we
right. Yeah,
some stuff. Just like
some stuff you can't even pay for.
Or like Sky Jackson with the Kim shirt, like that's just stuff that just happened, and they choose to post it because of the product.
Yeah, if you ask me, we don't have a lot of big names wearing our stuff. As big as we are, that's just it just goes to show that our supporters really support us. Like our customers are really, really supportive in that aspect.
Okay, from Marmar. When you first began selling online, what did your shipping process consist of? Were you shipping in boxes like now or just poly mailers? Did you order a regular printer to print labels or a Dymo printer? How would you decide which carrier to go, and what prices you're shipping?
I think the price of my shipping is typically maybe $1 more than what it costs me to actually ship it. And that's because we got boxes, we got labels, we got ink. We got people that's actually doing the handling.
Costs. Yeah.
So it's like we started out with just a regular Canon printer, and we still probably use a regular Canon printer, I think, or a Brother printer or something like that. We don't use the Dymo. I can't. Yeah, we use Epson. I can't give you the information on the Dymo printer because we haven't done it yet. And I mean, we do thousands of orders on a weekly basis.
It's a pretty standard printer.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty standard printer, so it'll work. We use regular labels, the half sheet labels
from Uline. We source our printing supplies from Uline.
And when I first started, I was using boxes. I mean, not boxes. I was using poly mailer because we only had shirts. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to do shirts and hats or whatever, you have to use boxes because the hats they'll dent. You know what I'm saying? Yep. In the mailers, and it'll just it's bad presentation.
Basically, the breakdown is from like 1 to, I think the maximum is 4 shirts or like 1 hoodie or 2 hoodies is the poly mailer. Mm-hmm. If it has a hat at all, we do a small, I think it's 10 by 6 box, and then for just massive orders, we have a 12 by 12 cube box.
Right.
And that's just the 3 things we ship, and it works pretty well.
Okay.
All from Uline.
Say what you want. Just don't say it's over.
Okay.
That's that new Usher. Hey, say it. That's that new Usher. Say what you want, but don't say it's over. Call me out my name. Just don't say it's over.
On to the next question. How did you and Jay meet? Sherrod, what is it like having someone like Jay on your team? And no, I did not ask this question.
You
this
probably
question
definitely said
was
somebody.
from Action Made Clothing. I don't know.
Listen. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. Jay ain't all he cracked up to be.
What?
I big up Jay a lot, but you know what I'm saying? Because I just like to do that for people around me. But I'm gonna let y'all know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah, Jay is cool, man. Jay relieves me of a lot of stress. Sometimes he causes me a lot of stress.
Not that much.
It's like in a relationship. If the good outweighs the bad, you keep that person around. You know what I'm saying? So the good definitely outweighs the bad with Jay. So it's like, I can work with him. It's just with anything. If you just gotta weigh it. If the good is this high and the bad is this high, it's like, okay, cool. I can work with that.
But what's it like having me on your team?
I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it just relieves a lot of stress. It's every day. It's you learning stuff. Every day it's a lot of trial and error. You don't make the same mistakes a lot. I'll tell you that. Once you.
I think it takes me to make one mistake and then I figure it out.
Yeah, he's kind of hard on himself when he makes mistakes. Sometimes, one thing about Jay, sometimes he don't want to admit that he made a mistake, and then he'll come back maybe a day later or a few hours later like, yeah, you know what, I shouldn't have did that, or because Jay kind of wears his heart on his sleeve, so he takes pride in his job.
I like my job.
Yeah.
And so me and Sherrod met. I just lived near the store and was going to Georgia State, and I applied to be an intern. And I was just an intern for like 6 or 8 weeks, and then I just started working in the factory from there, and it went from there. So yeah, I was just drawn to God is Dope just being at Georgia State and seeing it everywhere, and being out on Edgewood and seeing the storefront. So it was a pretty good connection there to meet Sherrod.
Yeah.
Okay.
They introduced me to Jay. I think I was out of town when they started the internship, right? When they interned out, really and I came back in town, it was just this tall, weird-looking kid, and I'm like, "Who is this guy? This is the guy y'all like?" I'm like,
"That was great."
And like, "Yeah, we like him." I'm like, "All right, we'll see what he's about."
Okay. So this question is from our friend I Walk by Faith Tim, who asked us a lot of questions on our videos, and we appreciate that. One question that I liked was, I just lost it. Okay, heat press versus.
Hey, Few, is that still recording? All right, cool.
Heat press versus screen print questions. So, seeing a little bit of your process, would you move every move to heat press transfer instead of screen printing shirts, like you press the hats? I know heat pressing saves so much more time with our production, helps get our order fulfillment done faster.
Wait, so they're saying they prefer
They're
heat
saying
pressing?
they prefer heat press.
I mean, I used to be like that too, you know. But I mean, you just live and you learn. Heat pressing is definitely more time consuming.
And I'm not sure if they mean
mean
screen printing as in like them ordering screen printed shirts, because I could see there being a slower turnaround with that.
Oh yeah, if you doing it just depends on the design. If you got a big box logo like a God is Dope, then it definitely makes more sense to do screen it. If you're doing words like a God Got Me or God's Plan, then it's probably, you know, if you don't want to invest in all this equipment.
There's also a learning curve on how to, like, you can learn to heat press stuff really easily. And
yeah, you can learn the heat press stuff way easier than you can screen printing. So I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's just about where you are as a business. You know, like even like less than a year ago, we were still heat pressing like God's Plan, like hundreds, thousands of shirts we was heat pressing. That was our plan, was to heat press. So I get where you coming from, and I mean it just depends on what you want to do. Like that's time consuming, and it takes a lot of time picking vinyl, more wear and tear on your body, on your heat pressing machine. It's just a lot of the stuff is just variable. So it depends on if you're only doing 10 shirts, yeah, just heat press it. If you're doing 1,500 shirts, then you definitely want to screen print.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a matter of volume and like the actual design. Whereas I couldn't imagine doing the amount. I know when we were doing God Got Me and God's Plan in vinyl, that was a lot of vinyl going out.
Yeah.
But I just think that the screen printing is so much better, in my opinion. Just seeing them work.
And it's a better look. I think it don't necessarily last longer, but it just looks better in my opinion if it's done right.
Did you want one more question?
Sure.
Let's see.
I want to talk about the idea I have for the Shade Room ad, the next Shade Room ad too.
Okay. Do you
and then
sell
the Woman
on,
of God for today.
Okay. Do you sell on Amazon? If not, why not?
You know what? I can't really answer that question because I do want to sell on Amazon, but we haven't yet. I think Amazon is, it's like probably the hugest platform, period. And I think we should be selling on that. I think we talked about that at one point as far as figuring out how to sell on Amazon, but we never.
Yeah. I know there's like, I'm not super into Amazon sales, but I know that like there's one way to do it is like you ship them the product and then it goes out from their warehouses. And then there's another way where it sells and we ship it.
Okay.
I'm sure Amazon, because of their shipping, has like some sort of rules on if we do it.
It has to go out.
It's just a big
probably.
Avenue that we haven't.
We need because it's definitely people on Amazon like benefiting off of God is Dope.
No, there's God is Dope on Amazon that's bootleg God is Dope. For sure.
And it probably costs more on Amazon than it does on our site.
It does.
Yeah. So, what we need to do, man, we need to get experts in these areas. We're making enough money to where we should be able to hire experts in the Amazon arena, in the YouTube arena, in the Facebook arena, and at least let them kickstart it, and then we figure it out by working with them.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I know the last time we talked about Amazon, we were struggling a lot with like, I think just shipping. It was like around the era where it was just me, Alexis, and Rel and Sir in the factory. So I know thinking of getting out is basically what we're doing now, but with like 3 people was just a little over the top. But I think we could look into it now.
Yeah, let's look into it.
But yeah, that's all we got.
Okay, so we're doing a Woman of God post today.
Okay. Yes.
We're gonna do 3, 4, 5 different females wearing one Woman of God.
Women, best, correct?
Somebody told me females is not a good way to address women.
I've also heard that.
Okay, so we'll do women. You know why?
I guess it sounds a little derogatory, but
all right.
I don't really say females, but not for any reason. I just don't say it.
Yeah, we'll do 4 or 5 women wearing a Woman of God, and we'll just say who wore it the best, and whoever gets voted the best wins a $100 gift card.
Gift card, not cash prize.
Yeah, please, man.
Yeah,
please.
We don't give out cash prizes. Please don't fall for that. But yes, that's that post, as well as you wanted to do another post. Post
on the Shade Room where it's like
you just told me.
I think T-Pain just put up a post about not shopping at Gucci or not asking for discounts when you go and support your local black businesses, but because when you go into Gucci or Louis Vuitton or stuff like that, you paying full price. You're not asking for a discount. But then when you come into a God is Dope or World and Vision or what's the young guy's business? Humanize being black. You want to get a discount, and the shirt's already $10, and you want to get a discount.
Yeah, basically.
And then it's like, okay, so then what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna plug a few black-owned businesses along with us, where it's like, support your local black businesses, and we'll be the first one, and then we'll do a World and Vision. We'll do, a few other guys, Never Too Fly to Pray, a few posts, a few businesses like that, just as a boom. We looking out for a few other people, and still we making it look like it's an organic Shade Room post, but it's.
So the tweet actually reads, "Y'all boys talk big on how y'all dropping bands at the Gucci store, then go to a black-owned business and try to get a discount on 2 white tees because we gotta look out for each other. Y'all boys goofy." Yeah. Basically, people just spend money on these huge corporations that don't really care about them. Like thousands, like Gucci is expensive, right? But then want free $10 tees.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, that's the thing. People literally come in there with Louis V on. It's a God is dope. We're like rocking Louis.
I can't get a tee.
And like, yeah, man, you can't. That's all I got. Give me 2 for a dub.
Yeah.
When it's like what they asking for is like a $5 discount. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I think it's just.
And then they'll pay me with a 50.
The people around you.
And then they'll pay me with a 50.
Yeah. It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Yeah. Especially wearing a $2,000 satchel or a $4,000 hoodie.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't count nobody else's money.
But I like that post. I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool from like a standpoint of, okay, not only are we marketing ourselves, but we're looking out for a few other people that otherwise probably wouldn't even get a chance to be on a platform like Shade Room. I think they'll appreciate it. I don't think they'll look at it like, dang, why they do us like that.
No, I think it would be a huge blessing, especially if they're all tagged in the caption.
Yeah, I don't know how they feel about that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, like a multi-brand ad.
They might think, oh, y'all trying to. But I mean,
5
and
for
then
1.
It's gonna make them look good because it's gonna be like, dang, Shade Room really support.
I think they could appreciate it.
They may think it may be an overlay for the underplay where it's like we gathered 200 from this guy, 200 or 500 from this guy, 500 from this guy, and we only paying XYZ, and it's like, oh, they profiting off our ads
thinking
because they getting it for
collecting.
the low. Yeah, that's the thing. They could think that.
Yeah,
but
we wouldn't be.
Nah.
Okay. Well, good plan. That's all I got.
You got the black and green. That one look good. The black and green. Is that a God is dope?
Yeah, Devin made that with this design.
That one look cool.
Yeah. Hey, Devin, do you want to explain your black and green design? You just made that? You want to bring it over here?
Go grab it. Let me see it. How many? Where we at right now as far as minutes?
I have no idea. Kinda.
See, Devin the type of dude.
Bring it.
Devin like me when I was 21. I was just do stuff. Let me see. Okay. The AT&T.
Intel
logo right there.
I'm pretty sure people want to.
Is this the test cut?
Huh?
That's the thing from the test cut.
That might look hard.
That looks interesting.
But you know what's gonna happen?
Triangles.
People gonna talk about that on the podcast. There's gonna be a lot of comments about this hoodie.
It's a Devin special.
Display, like lay it down.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah. That's not on this one, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I like this warning label. I like this. I like these two the most.
Did you hit those individually, or is all that just one hit?
All this was the same one, and then these two had to do them individually.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Are you learning anything at God is Dope, then?
I'm learning a lot of stuff, man.
Okay.
Learning all type of things. God is dope. Sharad is the best teacher. Jay is the best teacher. We all learning over here. We all bosses. Happy boss day.
Believe that.
Happy boss day.
Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause.
I don't think they can hear you.
Set your chocolate. No, it was a joke from like Coming to America. But yeah, it wasn't for them to hear.
Okay.
You guys looking so beautiful tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's extra chocolate. All right. We out?
Yep.
All right, peace out, man.
Oh, ask us more questions. I know.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, comment.
We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize this.
So we're at 902. We got 4 from last time. Great. Oh,
4? I thought it was 888 last time.
Oh yeah, it's 1 and 4.
14.
14. Comment and tell Sherrod to promote this on our Instagram, so that way.
Oh, we're gonna definitely promote the scam. We got the scammers.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. But I want the podcast to get more of a rollout on IG, because I think a lot of people are really into this, and the support that I've gotten, even through like them DMing me and the comments, is like that we're sharing some valuable content. So I think we need to make it.
Okay,
so that
let me
as
ask
many
the people. Should I create an Instagram and like drop gems on a daily basis and show like, you know, like
Rod is dope.
Yeah, you ain't have to do that.
Do what? It's just a good name idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that is a good name.
Yeah, you should make it.
All right, cool. Maybe I'll make it. Rod is dope. Should I create an Instagram? And just, you know I don't drink after you, man. Hold on, let me get a sip first.
Thank you for watching.
So that goes my whole drink. You got it. We out of here.